Welcome back, Michael Cameron from Cameron Caravans. Here we are again, bright sunshine, show about to start tomorrow, and I'm a bit excited because I wanted to show you some of our latest offerings. I'm going to do a couple of videos today and drop them pretty much straight away for you. You've seen the video, the 651 OnTrack, been very popular. I want to introduce you to the 601 OnTrack and the 571 OnTrack. So we're going to take you through some of the differences. I'm not going to do my jumping up to the roof. I may have a quick crawl underneath because it is on the grass, but...
I think you're not getting any younger.
No, I'm going to save the knees today and we're going to stay at ground level. But I can tell you there is 3 solar panels up there at 200 watts, so 600 watts of solar on these OnTrack. So that's a little sneak peek at what we're going to show you. But I first want to explain what is the difference in 1 foot. 5.7 metres, 6 metres. We know our numbers, we know 601, and the reasoning in that 1 foot is where we can fit the doorway. So in this van, you've seen inside the big shower, all the way up to here. The doorway, roughly 2 feet, fits in there. The wheel box is hard up here. We cannot make the 6 metre any smaller and still have that balance with the doorway. So 19 foot 8, 19 foot 9, I think in the old language, but very popular. So the old 20 footer always sells. If you're looking for something a bit smaller, the 5.7 metre, 1 bed, you can have a look. The shower door's now going to be up to here, a wall. We haven't got room for a door to fit between the axles. So to make it 1 foot shorter, the doorway has to come to the front of the axle. So what you actually do in this layout is the space between the bed and the dinette now becomes the doorway space. So it's actually more efficient use of the space. So in fact, the lounge area in this van is bigger than in the 6 metre, even though it's a foot smaller, and it's just purely because the door's gone there. On the opposite side, in the 1 foot, we just lose the pantry, and we'll show you that one in a sec. So yeah, just trying to explain a little bit more detail about the 571 versus the 6 metre. And we might just quickly look in the door, and I'll quickly point to the pantry for that 1 foot. So if you can imagine, that 1 foot there, that's what we have to take away. On the off side of the van, on this side of the van, it's the door that changes. But I also want to introduce the 2025 OnTrack. And of course, you may have already picked it. Have a quick look over your shoulder, Cole. The old windows on the 651, the slightly raised windows. See through it as well, the tint's not quite as heavy. The new flat glass windows, not glass, flat Perspex windows, but they're just a nice, cleaner, sharper look that just suits the whole off-road package. And at 18 foot 9, it is a nice little package. So if we look down here, Cole, have a look at the ground clearance under this van. So nice, sturdy bumper bar, grey water tank, fresh water tanks. It's just a nice, neat little package. You can see the overhang, the departure angles. It's a go anywhere unit. And of course, being the OnTrack, we've seen the gaps. We're going to do a feature on the new gaps as well. But if you're looking for a price point off-roader in a full composite van, put this one on your list because you won't be disappointed. As we come around, we've upgraded as well. It's got the new instantaneous gas hot water system. So it does mean if you're in the caravan parks, you can have a long hot shower. You're not going to be restricted by the 15 or 20 litres that the tank holds. Obviously, grey water tank as you'd expect. Do I mention my wheels again, Cole?
Why not? Why not? You haven't mentioned it for at least a day.
Yeah. I do love the red highlights. I remember Colin and I at the factory, and we had a touch screen, and I went, can I have that bit red, and we basically coloured a black wheel in with some red highlights. And yeah, we're happy with our design. It is exclusive to Cameron Caravans. They were made particularly for us. I obviously had to buy quite a few of them, but it is a great little feature that is exclusive to Cameron Caravans. Oh, Colin's just pointed out our fast fill system. D for direct tanks. I've got 2 valves under here, so we've got 2 95 litre tanks under the van. Click the hose on, open the valve for the tank you want to fill up, and they'll just fast fill. We haven't forgotten about those customers that might have a jerry can that they just want to top up a little bit of water, because we've still got a freshwater fill there to just one of the tanks, just in case you want to top it up where you're not in a caravan park connected to mains pressure. I forgot to open it again, Cole, but it's an outside shower. You come off the beach. I might actually, while I'm down, Cole, I'll pinch the camera off you.
You do that.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not getting down there.
I've left the battery box down, so I've made it a little challenging for myself, but let's lift that up. You can see we've designed it with lots of space for lots more batteries and options. But let's just squeeze under here. There we go. Trailing arm independent suspension, exactly what you'd expect on an off-roader. Have a look at these tanks and these guards. Let me go into wide mode here. There we go. All the fittings are protected. Look at the conduiting, the P-clipping. Hot dip Gauss chassis, of course, standard on all CRVs. If I pan around, have a look at the quality of that hot dip. Nice, shiny. Look at the P-clips up there. I might just quickly go back into, look at me go pushing buttons in the middle of filming. Look at that conduiting, the P-clips, the neatness. Yeah, definitely not going to catch anything there. No sharp edges coming out of the chassis, so definitely well worth a look to just see the quality. There we go, Cole. I'll give you that back as I quickly do my. What?
You're right down there, are you? Yeah.
I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. Our tunnel boot feature. You've seen me talk about it all the time. How's that for a nice lit boot with that LED light? With the breakaway brake unit out of there, we can see we can slide our box in. We're not going to knock it off the van. Let's talk some numbers while we're here. This van tears at under 2.5 tonnes, so great little package. We put a 3.2 aggregate on it, so you've got a 700 kilo payload. A great, yeah, I mean, for a little off-road unit, it is just going to tick the boxes. Ball weight, I'm going to find you hidden in there somewhere. What do we got? 240 kilos on the ball, so still got plenty on the room to fill the front of this van up as well. And fill it, I'm sure you will, because have a look at the boxes on here. Pull-out drawers, stone guard, twin gas bottles, tap guard, trailer mate jack, DO35 coupling, again showing off the shininess and quality of that hot dip Gauss chassis. Just a beautiful finished off van. On this side, obviously we've got a 12-volt plug here. We've got multiple options for kitchens you can put in here. We've got a gas bayonet. I've got hot and cold water running right here as well. So if you choose to have a kitchen of any sort in there, of course comes with the obligatory, I call it the crab hook. It's the awning hook, obviously, to recover the awning, but very handy if you're going crabbing as well. Our touch button lights, what do we got, Cole? There we go.
The white and the yellow.
And the amber. So you've got, Mozzie lights, white lights. As I say, that boot light is just magnificent for lighting it up. Aluminium floor, nice, neat, well-finished van. Obviously, full composite construction. 50mm floor we're walking on, 33mm roof. You've seen me walk on the roof, so we don't need to do that. You've seen me show off the door. It just shuts so neatly. It separates. It's crim safe. It's midgie proof. If it is the first time watching this video, make sure you go back and watch some of the others, because I do go into a little bit more detail on it. Picnic table, even your picnic table has a little light on it, so you can light up just that area at night time. Obviously bug lights on the side as well. But I want to show you some of the new stuff now. Excuse me, Cole. I've been talking too much already, haven't I?
Yeah, it's only early.
2025 gets, I maybe should have checked under here first and moved the TV box.
That's right.
There we go.
We're live.
That's right. We try and film these always as one, so we make mistakes, but it just shows we're only human. So we're looking at a full Victron system in all our CRVs now going forward. And we can see here under the bed, we've got a 30 amp charger. So when you're in a caravan park, you're going to put 30 amps of charge back in. We've got your MPPT 50. So a 50 amp charger. That's those 3 solar panels we saw up on the roof, feeding that. And off the car, we've got another 50 amps. So while you're driving down the road, we're going to take 50 amps and just top up the battery. So a real neat little package that's just going to suit those off-road caravans. So when we talk about the space, we mentioned the doorway. Because you've always got a void, say a foot around the bed, we've basically added another foot to allow for that 2 foot to come into the van.
Is that your foot or normal people's
Yeah, probably let's go with normal people's
Normal
feet.
people's foot, right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So it makes more use of this space. So as you come in and look around the corner, Kyle, I'll sit down at the Cafe Dinette, and all of a sudden you can see what I mean. This is a larger area, and would you believe we can actually fit a club lounge in this little 18'9" van. This is enough area that if you wanted the club lounge option, we can offer that as an option in this van too. So yeah, plenty of space, plenty of room for drinks. Even with my long legs stretched out, there's lots and lots of room. You might have noticed above me, new for 2025, we've got a nice clean look with our concealed catches. So a nice feature, still has our removable rails. It just gives a nice clean look. Soft closers, you can't get angry and slam the doors at anyone in this van. Of course, my features, I do love this bench extension. I know I say it in every video, but it just works. It just gives you somewhere, if you just want a little bit of extra space, you can plop something there. You might have noticed too, my chrome baskets are now black. So it's just completing that fresh new look we've gone for with the CRVs. We've gone from chrome handles to black handles, black baskets, black sinks. Of course, the option is still there if you don't like the black look, but it is a nice clean new look. Microwaves built in here. I'm just thinking, Cole, before I leave the bedroom too far, we might just show everyone the charger by the bed. Yep. As we swing around. I'm going to open up the cupboard for you. We have got removable shelves, so it can be hanging or shirts. At the back here, I can see we've still got the cigarette lighter plug. So if you've got a sleep app machine or something like that that runs on 12 volt, multiple choices here with the pockets on the side. And then at the bottom, we have the Surface charger, which you can see has USB plug. If you're still old school, rotate, drop your phone on there and you'll be charging. So nice little spot to sit the coffee, nice reading lights. We've got our off dimming lights on. Push your finger on the button, they go dull, brighter, and of course if you go off, on, they're back to full brightness. So you can very much control the lighting there on the unit. As I'm laying and looking at the roof directly above, it's amazing how we lead into things, Carl. Yeah. The DRS system, any off-roader of course wouldn't be an off-roader without a dust reduction system, so hence why DRS by Dometic, standard on the van. As we pan through, sorry Carl, Dometic air conditioner, which then flows onto the Dometic fridge. And have a look at this for a size. 218 litre. Oh, there we go. It is nice and cold. Look at the frost coming out of there. So, compressor driven, obviously been running off the battery while we've been sitting here. We've got no 240 at the show yet. So, all the lights you're seeing, all the fridge, we're just running off the 12 volt. But have a look at that for a big fridge. So, very, very impressive and a great standard feature in the CRV OnTrack. I have mentioned compressor. I want to show you the pot drawer. No oven, but this option can go across the board. You can put an oven in, but that drawer just gives you massive storage options. If you're not an oven person, you've still got then your 3 gas, 1 electric. Yeah, so nice, neat little unit. Now we do know I am 6'8" tall. I am a bit abnormal. Let me just hold the camera quickly, Cole. Colin's probably more normal.
I'm 6 foot.
There we go. Look at the head height there. So ignore the fact I do need to stand in the hatch. It has been a bit odd over the years that I'm in an industry that I can't really stand up in most of the products. But I promise you in the next video, I'm going to show you a van I particularly designed so I could stand up in it. So as we come through, even with my big frame fitting in here, remember it's an, what are we talking about, 18'9" van. We've got good space at the toilet. We did make it 50 mil wider last year, so that's flowing across the range. Black sink, black tapware. We've designed it obviously that it pivots out of the way because we had feedback from customers. They were bumping their head in the sink. The Truma AquaGo hot water system, the nice LED lights, the concealed catches, the use of the fusion lock. You've probably heard me mention in other videos. You can probably see the towel in the mirror behind me hangs on the fusion lock. Other customer feedback, we've gone to a gloss shower panel. Easier to clean, less water staining on it than the matte finish. And of course we've gone to our black frame as well with the black shower system in there. So have a look at that for space in there too, Cole. Lots and lots of room. And of course the Fusion lock can go anywhere in there. As you come out, I've just lifted up the lid just quickly. We have got included a top loader washing machine. So we're talking about $100,000 unit here, loaded up with all these features in a full composite off-roader with a Victron system. So yeah, there's your first sneak peek at the brand new Gap, brand new CRV.
Very close to a Gap.
It is very close to a Gap.
Very close to a Gap.
Yeah, it's just a good value for money package. You can imagine what the second video is going to be like if I'm making this many mistakes. Stay tuned. We will be dropping another video shortly too, and it will be on the Gap, but the brand new OnTrack now available in 5.1 metre. Unfortunately didn't quite make it to the show, but we're going to have it within the next month, both in Albany and Perth. 5.7 metre we're in, a 6 metre, a 6.5 metre, and of course there's some family models in there as well. Yep. So if you're looking for a brand new CRV off-roader, make sure you check out the OnTrack, available now and on display at Cameron Caravans Perth and Albany. See you soon.